autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson, first play, going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Now talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first and 3's in. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harvey, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Hawkins, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Harvey. And some room to run now. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Right back to him on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Up the middle they go. It's Harvey, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Off play action. Pickett. He finds his man, complete. That's Harvey. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Slot man moves right. They'll run on 1st down. Harvey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Dancing to his left. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harvey, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Up the middle they go. Hawkins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. It looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
16 yards right off the bat, but a first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and leaving first down.
Jackson going to take this himself.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man, don't do that.
And he's got room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did it, the circuit is lost. There's no doubt.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week they're coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Pickett back to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Harvey. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. second down. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On first down, it's Hawkins. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here.
Complete to Likely on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. And
now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins
as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
That is incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Steelers send it out to the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And taken right at the 35. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now Jackson on first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Jackson to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw again is Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Tucker's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hawkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now a handoff up the middle. Hawkins. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Pickett. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Hawkins. He needed 3. He got 2. Now they've set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Nico Collins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will shrink to 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those lands. Able to improvise and get the first.
This is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Jackson. Forced out to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision of Goodwin, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. But Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Jackson now. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play action. It's Jackson. Left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. This will be caught. Judy. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. Lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On second down, it's Harvey, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Pickett on 3rd and 1.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2, that was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Dobbins once more.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pickett sets up play action.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Pickett. Right side, Claypool's got it.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Off play action. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Claypool with another catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a handoff up the middle. Harvey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
Pickett right back to the air again.
The quick slant caught.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Here's Pickett.
And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
There he goes, left side. And he takes it in for the score